It's always time for plunst.
Well, we've always been each other's greatest nemesises. Nemesis. What's the plural on that?
Nemesis.
Birds. What's up, Claire? How are you? Ouch. 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 I don't know why ouch, but ouch. You know?
Hello there.
Ouch. That was a mighty face. Ah. I don't even know what face. Whoa, what kind of was it? Like a. I don't remember what face I was making. Vikings going to Valhalla. Blue Steel. Le Tigre, Ferrari, Blue Steel, Magnum. I want to watch Zoolander again. It's been long enough. It is basically the perfect Lego bat pattern, yes. This is the basically the best $20 I've ever spent at Target. Especially because right now my body does not know what temperature it is. My top half is cold, my bottom half is hot, I'm sunburned, I'm taking life easy, living it freely. I'm pretty sure that that's established Claire lore, and I'm sad about that. Oh my god, excuse me. Oh yeah, my bottom half is hot. Yeah, I'm totally Winnie the Poohing right now, just for climate control, no other reasons. That's autism, baby. Fair. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get you there eventually. We're gonna watch it.
Wait, I'm a little confused here. What's a twink?
Bennett, Bo Bennett, banana, fana, faux fennit, fee, my... No, wait, is it fee, fi, faux fennit or me, my, mo, mennit? How do people feel about that? Pretty sure you're one of the few AMAB people who understands what menopause feels like. Inability to thermoregulate at times is a trait. Actually, increased electrolyte consumption aids the process. Aids the process of thermodysregulation or aids the process of thermoregulation? But basically everything about my life makes me not thermoregulate. Dude, we're just getting all the fucking shanties and songs tonight. I like regulsion. Regulsion is a good word. Oh, Adam, hi. I don't think I properly said hi to Mungo or Clip, but I said it now. What's up, y'all? If you're dysregulating, electrolytes can course correct. Got it. Part of my dysregulation issue is that, like, I do get a sunburn once a week. Like, I get an intentional sunburn, as we all know, because I fucking bitch about it all the time. But also, like, just everything else about me also doesn't regulate thermally. I don't know. My body sucks, but it's the one I got, and that's fine. So, here's where we're at tonight. I will see you throw a controller. Do you have a blankie over your shoulder? Do you have a blankie over your shoulder? Yes, I do. I feel after the third week in a row, it's technically your fault for not sunscreening. I'm not supposed to sunscreen. That's the point, is to not. The point is to be burnt. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just a wimpy baby. Why? Yeah, because it's a treatment. It's a treatment for psoriasis. It's not just me hanging out in the sun. Yeah. This is an active thing that I do because doctor says do it, makes skin better. And it does provably make skin better. Yeah, I go to a UVB treatment once a week. They can be both whiny baby and burn victim. I can be whiny baby burn victim. WBBV. Whiny baby burn victim. But yeah, I'm supposed to, like, not better, faster, more resilient to the ick. Theoretically, honestly, it's just proof you're going against your personal spiritual aesthetic. It'd be peak Necro Bennett to be flaking everywhere. I flake everywhere anyway. I've had it too good for too long and need regular smackdown. So it's not even, it's just like, look at the fact that I'm scaled. You know, this is like when my skin is looking good. Like, it does this. Like, I am Lizard Man. Whoa. Who are you? What's your occupation? And why were you at the scene of the crime? Lizard Man, and Lizard Man? Like an irate farmer in a horror movie. Now we're talking. Yeah. Yeah, my just, you know, my body works in mysterious ways, which is to say it generally doesn't. All the scaliness, but none of the redness. Well, so I'm not normally this red. This redness is because I went and did my treatment today. But, like, the rest of the week, I'm just, like, white. I mean, I'm always white. But I mean, like, scaly and white. Instead of, like, pinky red. I may change my Cooler Bennett character to Farmer Bennett instead. I'm always pasty, but sometimes I'm pastry because my skin is flaky, like a delicious croissant. Only the color from space can treat my skin condition. It's true. That was what my doctor said, was you need to just yeet yourself down a well once a week. And once you've been sufficiently suffused with the strangeness of the cosmos, you can return to the surface and whine about how much radiation hurts. I wonder if this is actually like... like radiation sickness is like sunburn, but like cranked all the way up, right? Like, is that what it feels like to have radiation poisoning? Is like just like low, is like sunburn's just like low grade radiation poisoning? Is this, what does radiation poisoning feel like? Sunburn with a high dose of DNA damage. Radiation feels like heat. Yo, Longlegs is coming out Friday. It's so good. That's why it's called Radiation. Furthermore, so actually, speaking of Nick Cage chewing scenery again, I'm really excited for Longlegs. But Sunday morning, I watched what's it called, Dream Scenario with Nick Cage. Holy shit, that movie is weird. I really liked it, but it's really weird. I did not expect to see Nick Cage in as many sexual moments as I did in that movie. And yet, here we are. Radiation feels like heat. That's why it's called radiation. Yeah, I guess it's just that. Nausea and vomiting, diarrhea, headache, fever, dizziness and disorientation, weakness and fatigue, hair loss, bloody vomit and stools, infections, low blood pressure. Yeah, okay. It completes the Micah Monroe is stalked by something and nobody believes her trilogy. Wait, what? I don't remember who this person is. She was in... Oh my god, she was! Wait, no, Longlegs does. Longlegs does. I was like, she was in Dream Scenario? No way! And then she's not. But she is in Longlegs. I'm stoked for Longlegs. That shit's gonna be good. "15 years ago, a gas station could stock an entire aisle with Nick Cage movies." 15 years ago, yeah. But now he just does them. He just does them. What a good boy. I love Nick Cage. This is established. This is established. Okay. All right. So the plan tonight is that we're going to paint ghouls on bats. And I realize the issue with that is that I have not thought about the color scheme at all for how I want to paint these bats. And I need to figure that out. I didn't see Watcher, but I saw It Follows repeatedly. The Nick Cage gas station. Wait, is that a real thing you experienced and not just like a theoretical proposal? I mean, she'd have 3 nickels is what you're saying.
My darling, am I pleased?
Shut up and take my money.
So bat color schemes. So yeah, so here's where I'm at. I'm gonna just keep playing with this thing on my eye. Oh. This is great for my brain. Bats. Frickin' bats. So yeah, I need to figure out color schemes. Father's Day 15 years ago, we went to a campsite in the middle of Georgia.
Bats.
Goddamn right. Oh, I did it. I pulled it off. We're good. This is now a Bennett Peels and Rants About Movies stream. I mean, if it's gonna be less peeling and more like let me get something like a cheese grater and just like you know? Pieces of you are gonna start coming off? Probably not. I mean, pieces of me are always coming off technically. Hi, June. Storm blew through and ruined the weekend, so we went to the only gas station in town. The only movies they had were Nick Cage movies. I mean, that's fantastic, honestly. What would qualify as Parmesan cheese? Ooh. Ooh. Oh. That's disgusting. But probably. No, it needs to be aged for a while, right? It's got to ferment to be cheese. Oh, I'm being a fool. I'm being an absolute fool. Okay, so like I have pictures of my ghouls. Where are they? Yeah. Got it. Let's do a color grab. What color is that? D39A00. I'm gonna just say I didn't read that. Okay. My palette. Can I pick the color? I want to select this. D39A00. Okay. I don't. Your message. I'm not reading that message. I'm not subjecting my brain to that. Olive Garden, but it's self-mutilation for the sake of cheese. That's the I'll Live Garden. I guess it is. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're right, Claire. You're right. So that's kind of what my current color scheme is. It's just I'm not using green. I am using green. I'm using that as like the rot colors. The rot colors. Which means if I made it a tetrad, right? Green. Your power is green. I don't know. All right. I was going to try to be fancy about this, but now I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to look at how other people have painted it and go like, I like that, or I don't like that. I like that that's a nice bright green ghoul. That's nice. That's basically the color I do my vampires already. All brown makes sense. I was thinking about doing it the same way that I did my fell bats and doing them like brown and black, like an American brown bat, I believe they're called. Yep, these are bluish. All right. Black is a choice. Black is a choice. Black is a choice. I'm not doing that. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. That's cool. I like the redhead. I like the redhead. That's the official color scheme, which is like brownish. What's up, Moros? I just bit my tongue. Ow. Well, these look nice and grimy. I like this. That's official again. That's basically, that skin is basically what I do with my ghouls. I can't just put ghouls on steeds the color of the ghouls. That's not gonna work out. I want to find a color that's like similar enough to everything else that it fits in, but different enough that it stands out and says, I'm a bat. I do know there's an orange bat. There's a Halloween bat that's very orange. Sometimes I wear shoes that match my car. Yeah, but it's not your whole... You don't drive naked. You know? These ghouls run around naked half the time. It's their skin that matches their car, not their shoes. Yeah, I know the Halloween bat. But that's also... I love that half the time they catch pictures of bats, it just looks like they're just like, oh, look at my crotch! I could just go for a Halloween bat. It looks cool. But also, would it look cool large like that? I'm gonna keep that in mind. Most of them is ladies in those pictures. Well, I said look at my genitals. Did I not? I thought I said look at my genitals. That's good pixels. I want to know what's actually happening on that picture. Because that looked like a cool conversion. Show me your kit bash. It's not a kit bash. I was tricked by the background. Curses. Bat penis is noticeable. I'm sure that's what Bruce Wayne wants you to think. I don't believe it. I do kind of fuck with that pinkier color. Maybe I could make them similar to my similar to those monkeys. What's up, Panda?
Because he's my best friend. He's my pal. He's my homeboy.
I'm good. I'm toasty. I'm roasty. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to paint these bats. Finally, there's an explanation for those tight latex costume shots. The bat penis is noticeable. Actually, I really like this brown fading into the black. That's pretty cool. That's pretty rad. Pretty tight. Oh! Oh, that dark green gray, though. Okay, that's also tempting. Ooh, that is very striking. I like that Umbra. If you have a bat randomly loose in your house with no reasonable explanation, there's a high chance the bat has rabies. Yes, correct. However, the report the likelihood that any given bat you randomly find has rabies is wildly over exaggerated by the media. But if you just randomly find a bat, you should be careful with it. Both because you don't want rabies and also because the bat deserves kindness and love. Excuse me. Well, those are pretty cool though. Thinking of putting up a bat house in our backyard. Yo, I would love to have a bat house. I don't think we have a optimal location for it though. Like, I don't think we have a place that's like not in the sun. Okay, putting them on a horse is cute. Wear gloves, wrap it in a towel, walk an appreciable distance before letting it go. And result in something your HOA can't remove? Hell yeah. So the existence of HOAs in the first place is sort of miserable and shouldn't happen.
Hello there.
Oh, I can fix that. What's going on? How are you? Can you fix that? I'm having a hard time saying no to orange bats. Got some amazing news 40K related. What would that be? Okay, that's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, it's called the painted bat, not the painted Halloween bat. I do know of Auspex Tactus, yes. Tactus? Tactics. I have seen some of their videos. Largely when I'm impatient and can't just wait to read a book. You want a giveaway he hosts? Hey, fuck yeah. Nice job. Good job being lucky. Hey, is that the noticeable bat penis we've been talking about? So they're like orange, but like orange, you know? Not like orange, but they're orange.
Hello there.
Cool. The song works for me. Make it real or else forget about it.
He's my homeboy, my rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Look at that little goof. Look at that little goof. I have no idea if bat genitals are TOS, but I'm going to assume the rules for animal junk are different than the rules for people junk. What's up, Mel? They are large and in charge. Bats. This life ain't good enough. I would give. Lift you up. Okay, so I think we can do this. This is that song, but it's a remix. It is the Smooth featuring Rob Thomas, that Kid Chris Club remix. Bat Balls. Okay, so I think they're gonna start as the same basis as the Ghoulios, and then they're gonna get more oranger. I think it might be a remix of the smash hit Smooth by Carlos Santana featuring Rob Thomas from the critically acclaimed 1999 Supernatural. People are Google peeping on Bat Junk? Apparently. I think you need to say Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20 to really add the rest of that in there. I do think orange would... I think a lighter orange would actually set off pretty well. Okay, yeah, good. Flying foxes are adorable and super chill. Listen to the rhythm of the heart. Believe to make it now. Believe in a thing called love. Okay, Is there an R bat peen? Community not found. But note that I swapped away from my window just in case. Rule 34 is not the same as having a subreddit dedicated to it. And I'm certain there's plenty of bat-related Rule 34, but having a subreddit dedicated to bat peen is a totally different thing. Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's fucking go. I don't confident, but we're gonna go for it. The one time I went to Mexico, I went to go see the bats, and it turns out it's different in Mexico. There's no glass. It's just you and the bats. They come and go as they please. That's just the way it is in life. I feel like it would just be Robert Pattinson nudes. I could be more upset about things than that. God, The Lighthouse would have been a much better movie if there had been full frontal. Willem Dafoe or Robert Pattinson, 100%, or both. God, that movie would have been great with full frontal. Yep. We're living the life, folks. That's not the paint that I wanted. I wanted this one. I think I want to thin it out. Singing Kiss from a Rose by Seal as a duet. Yo, I am so stoked that Willem Dafoe is going to be in Nosferatu. I'm so stoked about Nosferatu, generally speaking. Especially because I thought Robert Eggert said that he wasn't going to do more horror movies. And yet, here we are with a whatever it's called, you know? A horror movie. That's what it's called. Oh, it absolutely is this song. All right. Wrong fantasy species, but still good vibes. It would bring us back to Batman. If I were to be creating the Batbean community, do I choose mature? I don't know Reddit's rules about what's mature or not. Although we've talked about Batpeen so much, I'm now surprised to not see Peen on these minis as I'm painting them. But I'd say probably mature because you want to be able to post pics of it, right? I'm pretty sure you can't post Peen at all if it's not adult. Well, the ghouls themselves don't have genitals, but that's because they have merkins that cover their business. But some of them do have tongos, some dangly tongos. But I think the bats just don't have genitals because they've blessed us with generically, yeah, they're just generic bats. Did you find out if my folks can make Peen bits? Actually, that is an undervalued market, I would say. I am a ghoul and I'm eating a corpse. Put a Peen on it. It can be the new googly eyes. Googly eyes and a Peen is really the way to go. There's a ball jointed doll market for bigger and regular sized Peen. Yeah, like bigger than 28mm scale Peen. Googly Peens. Googly Peens. 32mm heroic. You know, I tell my wife it's a 32mm heroic, but I'm realized it's a 25mm realistic. If we're being completely honest with ourselves. That's probably the best penis joke I've ever made in my entire fucking life. I never have to make another penis joke ever again. So wait, fix that. What did you win in the giveaway? Did you get like a cool? Did you get a cool thing or a lame thing? You know, that's not what I meant to ask. Like, did you get like what did you win? Tell me your secrets, traveler. I don't want to clean, but I'm having a friend over. Running errands with Grandma Mew and found a shop with nice acoustics. Wait, Mel, could you not call her Grand Mew? I don't know why my brain was just like, hey, everything else everybody said doesn't matter. Grand Mew. It needs to be the focus of the conversation now, but Grandmu feels pretty good to me. I think there's something there. I think we're cooking with gas. I think you should clean, Moros. I think your friends like it when things are clean. And I think you'll like it when it's clean, too. Call her Oma normally. Well, I don't mean to her face. I just mean generally. When referring about her, not to, like, conversing with her. I can't decide if this song is, like, chill or a bummer.
Hello there.
Howdy, fireman. What's going on, physics? How is your sweet Kentucky life treating you today? I don't know if you're actually in Kentucky, but my brain told me to call it that. So, here we are. If you are in Kentucky, then I'm fucking impressed that I somehow knew that. You're not obligated to tell me whether or not you're in Kentucky. You probably shouldn't tell me whether or not you're in Kentucky. But how are you, bud? The joy of not being in Kentucky. I am not in Kentucky. Can I just get a confirmation from everyone that you're currently not in Ohio? Kentucky? It's alright, it's fine. But Ohio? Oof. Cringe, dude. Being in Ohio is the worst way to be. Why would anyone want to be in or around Ohio? I don't think anyone wants to be in or around Ohio. I think they just are there and haven't figured out how to leave yet because the witch's curse is still active. You know? Gotta do something that's not sad. My brother is in Ohio and he refuses to leave. Check Discord when you finish that brush load and don't pull it up on screen. That's not you, but that is a message request from some random person. I was about to ask you how you got that amazing echo, but then you said acoustics. That echo's gorgeous. They keep getting herded back by the Jersey Devil and the Dog Man. I think that's fair. And a fitting song indeed. Man, I remember my brother used to be terrified of the Jersey Devil, just like as a concept. When we were little kids and we could afford to go to the beach, we would always go to New Jersey. What was it? Not Wildwood. Maybe Wildwood is what I'm thinking of. And when he first learned about the Jersey Devil, he just lost his mind. Didn't sleep right. Couldn't function. A cryptid from my homebrew? Ooh, shit. Fuck, hold on. I literally have not...
Hello there.
I don't have anything for this. Jersey is scary, but not because of the Jersey Devil. What's going on, Allison? What do I... A cryptid from my homebrew. Oh, it's hard to design a cryptid in a setting where like magical creatures are confirmed to exist, you know? Because we're basically talking about like an animal that doesn't something that doesn't provably exist, right? Like there's not concrete evidence that it does or doesn't exist. So swamp apes exist. Well, swamp apes are all over the place, though. America just has large apes in it. No, I think it makes them harder to make because you have to. No, you have to make it. There has to be an in-universe reason why people don't know whether or not they exist. Because, like, if you've got fucking elves and dragons and ghouls and wraiths and shit just all over the place, why would there be bestiaries like monster manuals with those fuckers in there, but not Terrence's jackalope? I don't know why Terrence, but huh. Rarity and or mythology was built up around it. Maybe something mundane that does exist but they never see, like germs. Hmm. Oh fuck, I forgot to do that banner. Um Clip, this is really hard. I did not expect this to be as difficult as it is. Okay, well, I'm gonna come up with something because that's how a lore drop works. So, um, in mm, ran a one shot based off of Epic Encounters Frost Orcs module. I had a times up monster I would use to grab in the middle of the night one player till they headed out of its territory and back into the main story area. Half troll, half owlbear, and it had a permanent sapience on it. Presumably sapience and not salience. Shit. This is great. Because salience means relevance, right? Noticeable, prominent. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Oh, silence. Permanent silence. That's terrifying. Okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get there. We're gonna figure it out. A cryptid from my homebrew. Uh, on the plane of Lirar, the Eternal Library, where all knowledge ends up eventually. Uh, the only plane that is intentionally obfuscated, and carefully hidden. There are disputes over whether beings called Gray Librarians do or do not exist. Of all the creatures that are, if not native to Lyrar, or at least have made their home there eventually, the bookworms that eventually grow into the giant moths, beholders, and their kin, those are provable. But the Gray Librarians are said to be bipedal, lanky humanoids without any head. And they climb the infinite stacks of the library plane, searching for specific books. Which books those are? Only the hunters of the Gray Librarians know, or claim they know. Gray Librarians. That's a cryptid in my homebrew. Got one roll to spot it as it comes through the trees like a predator, and one to notice the drool as it descends onto the target. Oh boy, and one final roll to grab you and you're gone. That's scary. That's scary. I don't like how scary that is. Y'all, I did not eat enough din din, and I'm ready to fight about it. I don't know who I'm gonna fight to fix this problem, but I'm gonna fight about it. They missed it by 2. Oh, I never got to feast. That sounds fun. That sounds like a nice, mean little creature. A nice, mean little creature. I feel like if you develop that more, you could have a really, you could really have a creepy there. I think I will. I think it's gonna happen. And it actually, before I forget about it, it needs to go into my random lore document. Because every DM worth their salt has just a random list of lore that may or may not ever be relevant. Where is my lore document? Oh, there you go. Lyran cryptids that hunt for books. Lanky gray humanoids with no heads. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. I'm glad I wrote that down. Anyway, painted bats. Wonder if firemen would let me enact a peasant railgun. I would not. I would not let you enact a peasant railgun. I would see that shit coming, and I would tell you, well, actually, no, let me backtrack. It depends on the game we're playing. If we're playing like a goofy ass one shot that's all for funsies, yeah, why not? If we're playing Anything remotely serious, absolutely the fuck not. And furthermore, I as a DM don't fucking like the peasant railgun. PC's thought twice about stuff like that after I told him sure. But if you can, so can I. I am aware of soul knives. What was the next thing I was gonna do? I've forgotten. Oh, right. The psionic rogue-esque people that may or may not have made their way into 5th edition. I straight up don't recall. But I remember they were in 3.5. A high level one is basically using cunning action to bamf around the room. Yeah. Where's the... That'll do. Oh, yeah, throw knife to teleport. Yeah. I should let this dry instead of fucking up the wash. I'll paint something else instead real quick. This is why we have a wet palette, folks. So that we can wait. I'm waiting to hear what physics does with the soul knife silliness, because I know that's where this is going. Am I an absolute buffoon sometimes? Yes, but not all the time. Right now is one of those times, though, because I'm skipping the color that I want. And going deeper into highlights for no reason. Convinced my DM to let me teleport straight up with a teleport scroll, and then used it to reach terminal velocity, and I threw a knife right as I reach it to use the momentum to kamikaze a dragon through the wing bone. This is why I try not to play D&D with people who know physics. Teleported as the fall damage, yeah, added to sneak. Yeah, that's pretty tight. That's pretty fucking cool. I don't think I've ever actually heard a common song before. Or Logic. This is Logic, not common. I fucked it up. I literally just read this man's name. Weird. Had a warlock teleport and land on a floating lich. She didn't think how to get down, but lived. Well, figuring out how to get down is less important than getting there in the first place, you know? I took half the fall damage, but I died elbow dropped with a knife into a dragon wing. The dragon died from fall damage. We love that shit. Oh shit, it's ad break tone? Has it been that long? The fuck? That's a worthwhile way to die. Catapult yourself into a dragon. That's pretty cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Tomorrow's tits for weather? What? What? Tomorrow's tits for weather? What does that mean? Cloudy with a chance of tongos. Divine the tits for the weather? I guess. Call that, I don't know. I don't know the Greek word for breast. So I can't describe what kind of mancy it would be. Titty mancy? What is titty the Greek word for titty? Something tells me that's not the case. I don't know why. I just have a sneaking suspicion. Oh, actually, is it mammary? Is mammary Latin or Greek? I don't remember. MTG with Bloombarrow? Wait, physics, are we talking about Magic the Gathering? Or are we talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene? Because my reaction will change drastically. Oh, Warhammer to Magic the Gathering to cute Redwall mice. Nice. Stithimancy. The divination of breasts. The card game, not the brain dead. Womp womp. I can't decide if I want that to be meat or hair. And now I've decided it's meat, so it's going to be meat. I don't know why I'm thinking about this right now. Oh, no, I do know. It's because of the soundtrack of Spaced. But y'all, Spaced is such a good show. Meat and hair. Bat peens and stithomancy. Those are the kind of family-friendly topics you can expect here on Holy Fire Streams. Honestly, I should change my 18 plus warning to just mention that it's hair and it's bat peens and stithomancy. This is a great cult. I've never been in a better cult, honestly. Clover. What up, girl? We're doing great. We're talking about bat penis and using boobies to predict the weather. Or just general divination using boobies. 10 out of 10 would cult again. I have to say that, or else they'll make me drink Kool-Aid. That Kool-Aid. The bad flavors. Like Triceratops. I don't know why my brain decided that was it, but here we are. The birds bottle their milk makers. The I can't make my mouth say the word breastises. The breasts. Stithomancy. I just got really bashful about talking about tongos. Hashtag just talking about tongos. Mr. Silverhair would like me to add that Bobas are magical. He's the same age as most wizards, so that's fact. I mean, they are, though. They're wildly unnecessary, and yet I can't imagine life without them. You know? They have powers of hypnosis over some of the population, at least. As an assman, I'm immune to upper booties. I mean, to have to pick is unfair. But if I do have to pick, I know what I pick. All right, are these dry enough to dry brush, ironically? Can't tell if wet or wet. The skin texture actually changes, so they are ever changing. I mean, it would make sense that the skin texture changes. Everybody's skin changes pretty frequently. So that tracks. You never got the same skin twice. Or something. I'm pretty sure I've heard someone say that. And if they haven't said it, then I think they should, because it sounds good. Oh, some of these parts are drier than others. I should have kept working on something else. But I'm stubborn, so now I'm not going to stop. Definitely don't die with the dame skin you were born with, even if it's always growing and flaking off as dead skin cells. Yeah. I mean, I don't intend to die with dame skin anyway, but I'm non-binary, so it's a different deal for me. That was bad. That was so bad. Makes me think of the Edgar suit and the lotion in the basket. Edgar, your skin is hanging off of your bones. Are humans really the ship of Theseus? Yes? Maybe. I think it's hard to tell. Patch! Patch, I hope you're kicking ass and taking butt. You know? Does my own ass count? Unfortunately, yes.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I can't. I'm dry brushing. I can't get water in my dry brush. Then it'll just be brushing.
Negative. I am a meat popsicle.
Okay, I see how it fucking is. Did I just hear Fifth Element? Did you? Wow, my camera does not like my wrists. Oh, yes, that is what that line is from. I drank Wawa. I'm stretching. I cannot be further reprimanded. Also, Adam, I didn't know you glassed. There's got to be a better way for me to say that. I didn't know you were one of them glasses wearers. So I apologize for your lack of vision. I hope it doesn't affect you too much in life. Stupid heavy metal, broken-hearted, loser punk. God, high school me wrote this song. Highway to the danger zone. Oh, there you go. Here's some ghoul titties. We got ghoul tongos on this one, folks. Both my eyes have astigmatisms. I'm pretty sure when I go back to the eye doctor, I will need... Excuse me, bifocals. Pretty close the last time I went. Oh, that tasted really weird. I don't appreciate that life experience. What's the weather? Around here, it's like fucking 95. It was 100 earlier. It's humid because it's Baltimore. Cloudy with a chance of tongos. They weren't bat tongos, they were ghoul tongos. There's an important difference. One is more reliable. And it's not the one you think. I also don't actively wear my glasses because I need a new prescription, but insurance is a scam. I agree. Crocheting carry along tic-tac-toe board, the bag that stores the pieces, and the pieces will be 2 different color. Butterfly applicant? Oh, that sounds great! That sounds really, really nice, actually. I love that. Wawa. All right, nice light off-white color. If I can get to work out how I want to do a Dino one for Spawn's birthday, yes. Spawn's love of dinos really makes me a happy camper. I'm not vibing with this track. Fuck out of here. Ooh, fuck yeah. Arguably a bummer, but a good song. Eventually. Oh, yo, Ghoul, if you're still in chat, where did you get that amazing wizard hat? Because I fucking want one. You put on a wizard hat last time I was in stream, and it was a wonderful moment. I would like to live my own fantasies and put on my robe and wizard's hat. Rip, the ghoul has left the building. I'll never know. I'll never see Ghoul ever again and will never be able to ask. What a cruel and wicked web we weave. Man, I like this color. I like this color. This like bluish white Salem's Lot fucking vampire scheme. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh. Ooh. Potentially unsurprising Bennett lore. Alice in Chains has always been one of my favorite bands. Ooh. This is the second time ooh wooing has been brought up tonight. Because we were talking about Vikings ooh wooing their way into Valhalla. Ooh woo. It seems very Viking. Ooh woo. These are my ooh wounds. I hung myself on this tree for 9 days so I could warn the ooh wounds. You can call me a Woden. You heard me, White. A Woden.
Hello there.
Burn my ears now. Fenrir ooh-woos at the moon. Indeed he does. What's going on, Kelsey? Hey, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Chromatic is a fantastic painter and a wonderful human, and you should go follow her everywhere. The Uwul of... Fuck. The Uwel of Mimir. Something... We're trying to figure out how to add an Uwu to Jormungandr, and it's really difficult. Jormungandr? No? We love her love dinos mostly because she's able to be her authentic stealth. Uwugandr? Yeah, okay, there you go. Right now she is in a Cruella dress, sparkly pink princess heel tap shoes, and a red cowboy hat with a Dr. Seuss mini stuffy. That sounds like a happy fucking kid. And that's all that we can really hope for her. All that we can hope for her. Jormungandr. Oh my god, Jormungandr. I say them, and to borrow a line from Grumpy, who's another radical person, it's easy to say when it's true. And it's real true. Children are owed happiness. And I don't want to argue that. No, I agree with that. And that's my... If I ever talk shit on kids, it's because I don't think that I can guarantee them the happiness that I think they deserve. So I would rather just not interact with them. And that is legitimately why I'm a prickly bastard about kids. And like, yeah, it's nonsensical to be like, oh, well, I might mess up, so I shouldn't do it at all. But also, that's a whole human life. Happily well-supported kids who are truly loved for themselves make awesome humans. It's true. Where is that paintbrush that's right there in my hand now? And I found it because I'm perfect. The desk Hitachi does its magic. We lock eyes. We consider the truth. What is the truth? It's kind of amazing how many people figure out how to be awesome despite not getting that. Yo, true though. I think that's... The world needs to stop breaking people in half for a lesson. Well, yes. It is easier to be cruel than to be kind. But I do think people want to be kind, even if they don't always know that they want that, if that makes any sense. I think when a person stops and thinks, they would rather be kind, but not everybody stops and thinks. I think that's what I mean. Because truth, as a person who loves kids, having kids is the worst cult. Well, it's not for everybody. Well, no, not at all. And I don't think forgiveness is owed. I think forgiveness is earned. And that's a totally different thing than something. Forgiveness has to be earned. It can't just be given willy-nilly, because then it loses meaning. And okay, that worked pretty well. Ooh. Vibe shift. I don't know why, but I'm uncomfortable. Oh. Okay, cool. Oh, that's bad. Oh. It tends to do that. Yeah, it does that. Should not even be earned. It should only be the wronged person's decision, no matter how much you do to repair the wrong. Yeah, well, no, yeah. Forgiveness is an interesting thing. I think seeking forgiveness is a selfish act, but giving forgiveness is a selfless act. Uh, and in a very, like, you can't just try to be enlightened for the sake of being enlightened, because that's not the point of enlightenment in Buddhism, sort of a thing. Like, you have to realize that like you can't pay back or you can't properly like make reparations for things. We just don't have that in life. But you can live in such a way that I forgot to paint a part. I just got fully distracted by the fact that I didn't paint that thing. I don't know. Forgiveness is weird, and I'm too angry of a person naturally to really be able to, like, go on and on about forgiveness, because I don't have much in me. Just a little bit of purple right there. Right where no one's ever going to see it. All right. Glad I did that. I forgive but don't forget. I mean, I think there's a... No, I'm thinking about what I'm gonna say. Actually, I'm not gonna just spew something. I'm gonna actually chew on that. Obsessing over Vampire and Moose Knuckle. How could I not? How could I not, Clip? The theme of tonight is Batpeen and Strickomancy, so what else do you expect? Every reason to not forgive many people, but I don't forget, but I've let go of the fact that I will never have a conclusion I want besides getting better. Yeah, oh yeah, well, yeah, because there are very few situations in life that you can actually, like, fix. You kind of just have to move on to accept the new reality. And, like, it's not always a bad reality. Certainly can be. But it's not. Not always. Vampiric Moose Knuckle is also my favorite Typo Negative album. Warhammer's got wolf vamps, bat vamps, rat vamps. We need like owl vamps. Ooh, owl vamps would be cool. Some proper like This music is so dramatic for how frustrated I just got with stuttering. Proper Strix style vampire, I would fuck with that. Exactly. Telling you no lies. And there's poison in the air. Smacks of hell and dust all in me hair. Time your every breath. I'm gonna mix this and see if I still hate it. Oh, Ghoul, you best be sharing photographs. I don't know why I said it that way, but I did. Make that one of the ultimate morphs of Aberash vampires that go off the rails? Hell yeah. Giant owl ghoul who poops whole human skeletons. I mean, we got a giant vulture. Why? We need a giant owl. Go, boys, go. We'll time your every breath. Something that's like 2 stories tall but still flies silently. Oh. Oh. Ooh, all right. As soon as I throw this done with this wash, I'll check that out. I'm excited. This is not quite what I had in mind, but this is what I was talking about when I said Seraphim Sepia got worse. Like, yes, I thinned it. I thinned it, okay? I know I thinned it, but... Probably going to wait on painting it until spooky time. I have a couple of things that I'm like... I think I'm specifically going to wait for this for spooky season. So I fully understand that. Huh. Oh, and the canticles for Leibowitz. You know, the standard. Ghoul's preparing hard for spooky season? Fuck yeah. Whips? Ooh, fuck yeah, I love that bust. God, who's the sculptor of that? Because it looks familiar. Insomnia. That's I'm fairly certain I've got that bust in my big folder of minis that I want to paint eventually that's in my Firefox. Oh, their deep one bust is cool if it's the one I'm thinking of. I know there's an episode of Antiques Roadshow where the host assumed they'd been brought some old port or red wine and took a swig, only to find out it was a witch bottle? Oh my god. I cannot imagine something that I would want
Nevermore.
less in my mouth. How's it going, Raven? Speaking of witch bottles... Aren't doves a type of animal? Why are we rudely watching them in Scrub-a-Dub-Dub? She thought people were bathing unwilling doves. Oh, that's cute. OSL water reflection? Oh, fuck. Ghoul, I wish you the best of luck for that, because that sounds a lot.
It's always time for plunst.
Teach your doves consent to bathe. Yeah, well, it's important to teach everything consent. This one's Monument Challenge. Oh, shit. I really need to get on the train of doing Monuments challenges. I'm just not good at that. 150-year-old urine, nails, and hair are sterile? Maybe. But, like, you still eat the spiritual ramifications of swigging from a witch bottle are terrifying. Dolphins know. Dolphins do know, and that's why dolphins are fucking evil. Because dolphins know and they fucking violate it specifically. Fancy Pants Cursed McGee over here. This is the first one I'm doing, but it's really practice for my Resin Beast entry. Ooh. Do you already know what your Resin Beast model is going to be? Or I guess I should say one of several, mayhap. Ooh. I have no idea what next year's Resin Beast mini is going to be. For me, at least. It's a diorama? Oh, shit. Is this Japanese? Yes. Extremely. Do I not have enough? I don't have enough. That's okay. Let's just put a little more on there. Ah! No, I'm going to need more, so I might as well do it. Bestiarum has a Dark Elf Priestess and a bunch of spiders, so it's going to be Priestess as the center, surrounded by a horde of spiders. Ooh. I think I know the Priestess you're talking about. That's going to be tight as fuck. I'm still figuring out what my second capital palette mini is going to be, if anything. I know what my first one's gonna be. I don't know. See if I can. I think you can pull it off. I have faith in you, Ghoul. And if I have faith in you, that means you have to succeed. One of my capital palette entries is going to be a bust that I can actually grab real quick. I finished it on stream recently, but it's that demon bust from Pedro Fernandez. And I have like a couple other things in the works that may or may not be my second capital palette entry. Is that all the bones on the base? Nope. It's got teeth and backbones. Yeah. Yeah, I specifically painted that with competition in mind, so that's the plan. Depending on how quick I get Yushorin done, he might be another entry. But I also have a 40k kit bash that I have only finished painting the base of, and I'm gonna start the rest of soon, and I have a good feeling about that possibly being the one. The rock doesn't contrast too well with the vamp. Maybe the vamp has a different color glazed in its extremities. I think I'm gonna do that, but I also need to put more moss on the rock and just haven't done it yet. That's all the bone in the world, right? Yeah. Oh, let's not leave that just open and around. Foolishness. Actually, let's just do that moss now. And then see what I think about everything else. So much time between now and Adepticon, I'm already behind in my comp plans. Where do the hours go? What do you mean how are you? That's terrifying to me. I'm gonna paint like one thing for Adepticon next year. I'm gonna enter Resin Beast, and I'm gonna do a really good job, and that's it. Tricks are not for kids. What's up, Belly? Tricks. Not for kids. The reason Tricks, not for kids, Tricks with an X, specifically, the cereal, here's the thing. Cereal exists as we understand it because Kellogg was a fucking freak. Dude thought that everybody was going to be so horny that he invented boring-ass cereal to try to get people to not be horny. Okay? He didn't want people to sin, so he made food about it. That's bonkers. And then we took that food that was supposed to be unexciting and boring and spiritual, and we added sugar and bright colors to it. My hand is up here, baby. My hand is up here. Oh, Clip, you could have said you have a lot on your palate, and that would have been great. So Kellogg was a pervert who didn't want people to be horny, and honestly, the fact that we've taken the least horny object and imbued it with such decadence as just a facet of capitalism, that is why tricks are not for kids. The lascivious, degrading, disgusting things that we've done to cereal to make it sell better, it doesn't belong to kids. I'm not even talking about from a health standpoint. I don't care about physical health as it relates to cereal. That's not a conversation I'm having. I am talking about spiritual health. I am saying that cereal is of Satan and the children should be safe from the devil. Tricks are not for kids. How do we feel about that, team? Graham crackers were basically the Soylent of their day. A cheap food stuff that was supposed to nourish without providing pleasure, and these days are the most associated with sweets. For real, though. Kellogg's cult? Kellogg's cult? No, we're in whatever the opposite of a cult is. We're in an anti-Kellogg's cult. Kellogg is on the list of, like, American historical, quote-unquote, heroes that, like, given the opportunity, I would straight up murder. Because he's just a fucking creep. He's a creep and a weirdo. Him, Henry Ford, really any rich person in history, in American history. I'm like, actually, you should probably not have lived at all. You should have suffered from SIDS. I'm just saying cereal is sinful, okay? And if you can't see that, you need to open your eyes. I wish I was not so good at coming up with arguments that I don't actually believe. Fuck, marry, kill, Kellogg's, Hobby Lobby, Joe Biden. I would fuck Hobby Lobby because who doesn't like a hate fuck? I would marry Kellogg's because I'd never be hungry. And I'm okay with a loveless marriage as long as I can get a shitload of money out of it. And I would kill... No, shit, I did this backwards. Wait. Backtrack. I forgot the key part of my plan. Let's rewind. I would marry Joe Biden because that fossil is going to die any day now. And it would be great to be the first man... Oh, I've been on a list, Physics. It would be great to be the first man, or at least the former first man, even for a little bit. Yeah, I would marry Joe Biden for sure. I would gold dig Joe Biden if he would just let me. I would blow his geriatric mind. I would fuck Kellogg's because I feel like that would just be a wild, weird experience. And I would kill Hobby Lobby because Hobby Lobby fucking deserves to die. You could snort coke off his son's laptop. I probably could. I forgot he had a son. Isn't his son a fucking full-grown adult? Why do people talk about Joe Biden's son like it matters at all? It's not like he's like some teenager who's like in need of his father's guidance. He's a full-grown man who makes his own fucking calls. Who gives a shit about Joe Biden's idiot child? I need a Q-tip, but I don't have a Q-tip. I'm gonna grab a Q-tip. Actually, no, I'm gonna put another layer of just random mossy experience on here, and then I'm gonna get a Q-tip. And then we're gonna go to Vegas, and we're gonna marry Joe Biden. And I'm gonna make him squeal. Objectifying Joe Biden feels so weird to me. I kind of like it, though. I think that might be the rest of my shtick for the foreseeable future of stream. Marry Hobby Lobby, take half the company so I can treat the workers right. No, I can't be married to a fundamentalist Christian. That shit's weird. You know? Hold on. Be right there. Q-tips, I need your frail little hands. Q-tips, you have hands now, I guess. All right, we're here. We're queer, we have Q-tips. Oh shit, I'm wiping off more than just moss. I'm wiping off at least one layer of highlight. That's interesting. I would like to vote that they not have hands. I don't know if that's how democracy works. I don't think you can vote hands away from something, but honestly, there's a lot about democracy that I didn't think was true, but has been proven true. Trump, Putin, Bojo. Bojo's Boris Johnson. Fuck Putin, because he seems like the only one on that list who would actually be able to fuck. Marry Boris Johnson, because I feel like I could control him very easily. He just seems like an absolute moron that I could just extort and get whatever the fuck I want from. And kill Trump, because, duh. Children have a 13% chance of being born as minions. Isn't that just true? Wild. I wonder why that reactivated, like, so many random, just random layers of paint. Weird. Weird. I'd vote for a higher percentage. Do we want more minions or less minions as a general concept? Are we in favor of more or fewer minions? Toddlers are minions. Strong argument. You're not dry yet. I shan't fuck with you. Let's do my bone wash. 0 minions allowed. We have entire generations of minions. Yo, speaking of generations of minions, generations of the most annoying thing conceivable. I went to the post office today. And my local post office does a hour-long like lunch break thing. And they were late coming back from their lunch break. And by an entire 15 minutes, they were late coming back from their lunch break. And it was a clear divide between like 3 or 4 people who were boomers and were furious, and 3 or 4 people who were all like in their 30s or younger, who were just like hanging out, not really caring that there wasn't that the timing wasn't perfect. And like it was just there was people fucking losing their minds about like waiting 15 minutes. Boomers mad? Never. Yeah, it was wild.
Hello there.
Ratsky, did you miss the ads? Actually, unironically, you did like just miss ads by seconds. Congratulations. How's it going, buddy? How are your teeth treating you? What a wild swing to go from dissident aggressor to Hall & Oates. You know. Wait, is this Hall & Oates? Oh, shit. It is. I never knew this was Hall & Oates. Nobody say shit. I wasn't supposed to say anything yet. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Lapel pins for Mokokan? Mokokan? Mokokan. I don't know who Charlotte Adigeri is. I definitely pronounced her name wrong, though. But Charlotte Adigeri. What would Adigeri do? You know? What would Adigeri do? Really wasn't going to re-highlight, but the fact that we're down to primer on so many of these parts is, yes, it means it's going to re-highlight. One of her songs in the playlist is called Ha Ha! Varghulf, Darwolf, Klez. Klez, if you could change your middle name to one thing, what would it be? You don't know? Low effort, low reward. I look forward to hearing it. Oh, this is Shadow of the Colossus, I guess. Clover because I can spell it. Aloysius? I love the way you spelled that. Oh my fucking Jesus. Mostly because I don't know how you do spell Aloysius, but I know that ain't it. Aloysius? Is it really pronounced Aloysius? I mean, spelled like it's spelled Aloysius, not pronounced. Because that Grandpa always pretended I had. That makes more sense now that I've seen the name Aloysius a lot, but never heard it said out loud. It's probably Aloysius. That makes sense, you know? Aloysius. Aloysius. Nah, Clip, you're right. I do still need to do something to the limbs to differentiate it a little bit. I don't know what. Probably go a red direction. My mom spelled mine in a rare spelling, and I have to check documents whenever I have to spell it. Because I never remember where the extra I goes. All right, everybody start guessing what Clover's name is. That there's an extra I in there somewhere. An extra I that you're not sure where it belongs, even. View to Kill. Goofy as fuck James Bond movie. Is it, I mean, is it as goofy as, like, ninjas appear, let's fight for no reason? Because that's the level of goof I expect from a James Bond. Alice. All right, that'll do. Grace Jones is a baddie. I didn't know she was in a... Phew, my brain almost said Twilight movie instead of James Bond movie. I don't even know how that was going to happen. Brain's doing some stuff today, y'all. If we make it around the horn. Oh, come back. The name's Monkey. Spider Monkey. Felicity. Minky. Spider Minky. Wouldn't do us any harm. Chariot along, we'll roll the old chariot along. Would make sense with the way that Spawn likes to climb. If your parents named you Spider Monkey, that would be rude. Abigail. Aibigaili. Abigail. Even worse if it was Spider Minky. True. If your parents named you Spider Minky, it would be a cruel. That's like naming your boy Sue, except worse. Ivy. Evie? Ivy? Well, it can't be Ivy. No one has ever said Ivy before. Maybe Privy. Chariot along will roll the old.
Hello there.
Yo, Boss Ogre, how you doing, buddy? I don't think, Clover, I don't think you need to reveal your real name in chat if you don't want to. Don't feel pressured. We're just some random silly doofuses. You know? Plinst. God, y'all remember that time that I tried to say plunst plinth and just couldn't? Just wound up saying plinth and plunth. And no matter how many times I tried to fix it, that was a good time. That was like a week ago. Just Izzy with 5 eyes. Holy cannoli.
It's always time for Plunst.
Castlevania? Right? Izzy Karmist. Castlevania, it's just the name of this track is Castlevania. You know? I thought I knew how I wanted to glaze these limbs, and now I'm not so sure. I think going red would be good. Or going redder. This sounds like Castlevania. Does it? It can have 1 or 2 eyes normally, but mine has 3. And it's only a middle name. I'm not going to fully dox myself. 1 or 2 eyes normally. Thomas. William. Claire. Jernt. Oh man, if my middle name was Jernt, I would be just the wildest creature. Jernt. Y'all can call me Jernt. Chicken teriyaki. Hillary. You just gotta notice? About what? You're already a wild creature. Yeah, but how much more wild would I be if my middle name was Jern? You know, that would be so cool. That's too thick, Daddy-O. We need to reduce the juice. Text message of a photo invitation saying stop watching anime porn and come to my birthday party. You know what? That's a good invitation. I like that. For someone I share a birthday with, nice. Stop watching anime porn and come to my birthday party. How did you get green on you, you strange man? What if I bring anime porn with me? I think, actually, honestly, if you show up with anime porn and be like, wait, did I misread the invite? Didn't it say come watch anime porn with me? That would be so fucking good. Is there a canon reason Renala is 20 feet of Slender Lady? The canon reason Renala is 20 feet of Slender Lady is because she just fucking felt like it, dude. I hate to say it, but that is essentially the canon reason. No, FromSoft just like doesn't have consistent sizing with their NPCs ever. And sometimes they're just real big, and sometimes they're not. And she's just a real biggin'. In her defense, her siblings are also very large, because Renala's got a twin sister named Rolana, who's also very tall. She's also siblings with Radon, supporting all the fetishes. I mean, yeah. She's siblings with Radon, who's also fucking huge, and Rykard, who we don't know how actually big he is, because when we meet him in the game, he's fused with a blasphemous god-eating snake. So we don't know how big Rykard actually is, but when we meet him, he's fucking enormous. So it might just be that the family runs big, but that's not even true, because the timing. But that's not even true, because Radigan, who is Renala's husband, is regular sized. We don't know who Renala's dad is. Never mind. I was mixing up my incest. A normal snake. Tavern Keeper Miniatures, what's up? We're talking about Elden Ring lore. And it makes all the sense it sounds like it's making. Radigan from the Great Mouse Detective. Sorry, I'm being lazy with my pronunciation. Radagon. Played a total of like 2 hours of that game. I have played almost 300 hours of that game. For somebody who hates difficult games, FromSoft games just like they do something to my brain, and I just like have to play them. When they get their hooks into me somehow. Tavern Keeper, though, how are you tonight? How's life treating you? It's them big mamas. I do love a big mama. It's true. Can confirm. All of my FromSoft characters have been large women who wind up fighting other larger women. Necromancers give the best hickeys. Clip, explain yourself. They were curious enough to open the case and get thanked for the money. Yeah. I think you should do it. I think you should do it, Klez. I like that idea a lot. Because they suck? Is it like a vampire joke? Oh, I should just skip the foolishness and get to the coolishness. Get in there, tongue. Necromancer? Oh. Y'all, I'm sorry. I have to end stream. I'm genuinely too offended to keep streaming. That was a lot. That was more offensive than the single time I have ever gotten random hate from some rando on Twitch. Thank you so much. We can call that the color I want. Let's go. I just closed this cap. I am being a fool. Bloop. If I can't put them here, where will all these homeless puns go? I don't know, send them to Canada. They love puns up there. Or something. No, this is where the puns belong. If I'm being honest with you, this is where the puns belong. The godless normal snake will eat them. Ooh. No, the god devouring, not godless. God devouring. There's a difference. I'm pansexual. Well, that's why we get along then. That makes sense. Why can't it be an atheist snake? I don't know. I don't make the rules. The snake rules. The snools. God devouring sounds like he's full of God. It is. It's also theoretically immortal. There's a whole bit where, like, you kill him, and then after you kill him, his consort goes to where his corpse is and just starts eating him, and it's like, he's still writhing. And you're like, that's bad. That's awful. Just to give you some Elden Ring spoilers from an optional boss. It's a snake that not only doesn't believe in gods, it's taken it into its own jaws to make sure they don't exist. Schrodinger's snake. Stoneless B, how you doing? Okay, I feel like this contrasts better with the crepe. The crepe? The crepe? The rocks now. The crepe. Hell yeah. We love vibes. We love vibing. We love chilling. We love vibing and keeping it tight. Paganini 5. Oh. Not only the vibe's sick and cool, but also chill. Hell yeah. That's just a lot of compliments to be giving me. Well, it's also partially chat. Okay, it's not all me. I'll spread the love. Well, it's fucking cool, Raven. Edvin Martin's rendition of Paganini's Caprice number 5. Paganini's Caprice, if you will. And you should, because I'm funny. Do you know Paganini is Italian for tiny pagan? Caprese. I could go for a Caprese right about now. Poured my plunks into my playlist selection. That tracks. Why do I have... Oh, I know why I have so much random plastic on my desk. Because I've been making monsters. I gave them onto the ice. Could go crazy right now. But it feels alright. I am Britney Spears and I'll sing it all night. Alright, I have to let him dry a little bit. I will shift my focus to the ghouls. The ghouls and their big baddie boys. Oh man, this is Lose Yourself. Fucking Eminem stole this shit from Portishead. That fucker. I'm required yet again to voice my Utter disrespect for that man. Fuck Eminem. God, it is the same chord progression as Lose Yourself. I'm never gonna be able to unhear that. God damn it. Are there any non-Warhammer miniature competitions? Resin Beast, Capital Palette, whatever the one at Dragonfall is called. Like, actually, there's more non-Warhammer ones than there are Warhammer ones. Warhammer has one big official one called Golden Demon. LVO, yeah. Is that Crystal Brush or something? And then that's not even touching on the European ones that I don't know anything about. Don't think Crystal Brush is a thing anymore. I don't know. I'm eating and can't write that down. I mean, honestly, just Googling like miniature painting competitions is probably a better idea than writing down whatever it is that I'm spewing. As a rule, you shouldn't write down the things that I say. Shrek Lover Toes. God damn. Hell yeah, I'm painting AOS. All I found was Warhammer? That's weird. Yeah, I'm painting some flesh eater quartz for Age of Sigmar. These are these are the Morbheg Knights, the ghouls riding giant bats for the flesh eater quartz. Because if it's an undead faction, I'm in love with it, and that is true of my favorite little ghoulies. Been wanting to start AOS, but I've been holding off until 4th edition is more known. They did just drop the rules today. But also, I'd be a liar if I said I was actually much of a player. I just really like the minis. So, like, I have a legal army, probably. Oh, I don't know. With the 4th edition update, I don't have any idea. Ooh, I have a whole Nighthaunt army that I got for super cheap and I haven't done anything with yet. And that's probably my next big fantasy project is Ghosts. Honestly, the only one that I'm not super stoked on is Ossiarchs, and I think that's just because I don't like the heads. Like, they need a little bit of customizing for me to get into them. What army would you recommend for fun factor for painting and playing? Well, for painting and I mean, so that's a difficult answer because I don't know what you like to paint. I love painting horrible, gross monsters. That's my shit. I play 40. Sorry, I play Chaos in 40k, so I get my fill of like demons and mutants there. So in fantasy, I go for undead stuff. So that's what I like to paint. But it really depends on what you jazz on. What you jazz on? Nobody talks like that, Bennett. Depends on what you jazz on. And as far as playing goes, I could not give you the slightest bit of advice. I've played 2 times. At least I've played Age of Sigmar 2 times. So I cannot speak for playing. But for painting wise, I'd say just pick the thing you think looks coolest. And paint those. That's always my advice. Thank you so much for that follow, by the way. Oh, coming from a 40k Tau player. Got it. Well, so Tau are like mobile gunline as far as my experience with Tau is. They're not like static gunline, they're like mobile gunline. I don't know what. Are you trying to avoid that or stick closer to that? Getting a craving for cheese. Oh, dude, the Skaven are so cool. The only reason that I don't play Skaven is the sheer number of rats that you need to make a Skaven army. I don't know if it's still this way in Age of Sigmar, but like way back in the olden days of like Warhammer Fantasy, you used to need like easily 600 rats to just play a game. And I'm certain that Age of Sigmar isn't quite that bad anymore, but I'm also certain it's still quite a lot. The Storm Fiends are cool. The new Rat Ogres, gorgeous. And honestly, anything Scryer or Molder, I'm there for. I love their like cobbled together steampunk look. I love their weird mutant things. You can see if your friends will paint you a rat each. See, here's the thing, Moros. If it's an actual army to like play a game with, I don't like using minis other people have painted. Like minis that people like for display, fuck yeah, paint me your minis, send them to me. But for like actually playing with, I need to paint it or I have no interest in it. Could not be less interested in touching a mini that I won't get to paint. As far as gaming is concerned. But I'm also a fucking a big lore pervert and like want my army to be my guys, and if I don't have complete control over every single model in my army, then they're not really my guys. Oh, this is not. I thought this was going to be Nightwish, and it wasn't. Can feel the anxiety and need for control from here. Yeah. You know, me, famously, loosey-goosey, unanxious person. Can't actually tell if I'm being sarcastic right now. Well, it sounds to me like a Nightwish, as a person who's never heard of this band before and is not super familiar with a Nightwish. So he asked with interest, do you not feel the same about other people's kit bashes? Oh, no, I can't fucking explain why my brain does this. I love getting other people's kit bashes. But as far as like a painted mini, it's like, why am I playing with this? Why is my cup, my back, my blanket, my babies, my brand? Okay, we're good. I fixed it. Let me try this again. I love the opportunity to paint other people's kit bashes. But just being handed like a completely finished mini, I'd be like, fuck this. This is very nice of you. Thank you for the gift. No. Well, Moros, here's the thing. I don't intend to throw unicorns on the table for like a Warhammer game or whatever. And like if I wind up using them for like D&D or something, fuck yeah. But like it's different when it is, this is a cool, nice art piece that I have been gifted versus this is a cool, nice art piece that I have been gifted that I am now going to play a war game with. Totally different things. At least in my brain, totally different things. But if you were like, yo, here, I painted this like really cool lord for your army and it's in your army colors and I know that this is how you would want to have painted it, I'd be like, why did you do the fun part for me? Like, you just handed me a coloring book that's been colored. As compared to, hey, I made this for you. Here it is. I'd be like, oh, thank you. This is a very nice art gift you just gave me. Does that distinction make any sense? Kit bashing is the modern day slang for converting. People used to call them conversions. They call them kit bashing now.
Hello there.
Spark! What's up, Spark? How are you, bud? Great to see you. I guess... Yeah, I wanna brush. I wanna brush. Squad!
Because he's my best friend, he's my pal, he's my homeboy, my rotten soul.
My temperature has normalized. This blanket is doing so much work for me. I just realized I hadn't even thought about my body temperature in hours. Hell yeah. Right, I wanted to dry brush. Dry brush them hairs. Doing my hair so you're adulting? Oh. Are you making more pink, or are you de-pinkening and becoming something different? De-pinkening. Rocky? Dr. Scott. The Great Unpinkening. Oh, boy. Blonde roots, and either later tomorrow night we'll refresh the pink. Nice. Hell yeah. Is there fur? I guess there's fur. Clip? I always think of kit bashing to be mostly part swaps and minor reposes, and converting is more involved. Oh, that makes sense. I just consider them to be synonymous. And I know that kit bashing is a term that comes from outside of Warhammer. I do not know the origins of the term converting. But I also, whenever I think of converting or conversions, I always think of like the 90s like Doom modding community, you know? Put stuff in whips. Hell yeah. There it is. I really like the green that you have achieved on this goblin. I don't know what's going on with the hat situation. Duck, visor, bug, ant, goblin. Goblin. I like this goblin. Hell yeah. And then a primed ranger. A goblin ranger of some sort. Like the Columbine shooters, that's what I think of when I think of the Doom mod community. Well, that's the difference between you and me, Klez. I don't spend much time thinking about Columbine. Which, as a millennial, is kind of surprising, but I really don't think about it. I mean, yeah, always thick. Always thick. The thick tax must be paid. Why is what censored? So, Klez, when something gets censored, I don't see what it is. It doesn't thick? I don't know. If AutoMod censors something, well, I guess I do. Never mind. I don't know why that's censored. That's got to be your settings, Klez. Because I didn't get a moderation notification. So maybe your phone just doesn't want you to say thick. This is a good Christian server. We can't be talking about people's bodies like that. I like his dad, Alan Thick. I don't know anything about any of these thicks. These thicks don't mean nothing to me, man. Thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Thicker than a dinosaur chicken nugget. Thicker than the ghost of a Big Mac. I am getting progressively weirder and less reasonable with these thicker than statements. Thicker than dialectics.
Look at all these weirdos.
Blades.
Kind of people.
Hello?
Hell yeah, Blades. What's going on? Thank you for that raid. Yo, what up, boy Heavy T? Boy Heavy T. What up, boy Heavy T?
Because he's my best friend. He's my pal. He's my
Drew a
homeboy,
thicker
my
gobbo
rotten
yesterday.
soldier.
I'm pretty
He's
sure
my
I saw that on
sweet
Kara.
cheeks, my good time boy.
Did you? Stuttering is so cool and fun. It makes me be like a DJ, but it's my own things that I'm saying. I did see that on Kara. I meant to say your actual username, but it didn't come out right. Oh, I guess I should count that stutter, right? That's the thing that happens. Sploop.
Get your pick. Billy boy.
Don't call him yours, he's mine. Look, I'm sure we can work out some kind of payment plan. Payment plan was not what I meant. I meant visitation. But payment plan works for me though. We'll talk. Custody. Custody is where my head is trying to get to and not being able to. Take the money. That's legit. I would not dream of trying to make anyone share. I myself am bad at sharing. Tips to get over bursitis in the elbow? No, because I don't know what bursitis is. I'm 31 and I guess what this is like. Yes. Oh, it's just inflammation of the joints? Oh, the same thing you do for all other inflammation. Ice, ibuprofen, don't use the joint, keep it elevated. That's the only thing you can do for like 99% of things. Yes, this is a Warhammer. These are Morbheg knights. They're ghouls riding giant bats. Which means they're extremely up my alley. I mean, you should do that also. Honestly, just get a device. It'll make your life easier. It's over for you. We're putting you in the contraption. I am, in fact, left-handed. Hey, not everybody whacks it with their dominant hand, my friend. More bag knights. Yeah, I don't know why they have a goofy-ass name. Well, it's Warhammer. That's why they have a goofy-ass name. But ghouls on giant bats. Capsaicin beats up your inflamed tissue to the point that it's like, I forgot what was inflaming me. Capsaicin is the stuff that's in spicy peppers that makes spicy peppers spicy. I took an Oxy. It was really bad. I remembered why I don't like Oxy. I have never had Oxy. I probably don't like Oxy. Painkillers are not my jam most of the time. Well, at least strong painkillers. Turmeric? Dude, turmeric is great. Honestly, I fuck with turmeric heavy. I ate turmeric in dinner tonight. I sent packages of turmeric to all my exes and they left me alone. Doesn't make the pain better, just makes you sleepy and you can't drive or drink. Well, something you should always be doing when you take pain meds is drive and drink. I said so sarcastically, I hope you can feel it through the speakers. No, just like add it to your food. And the very old pictures of part of my collage, the lighting makes it look older than the images are. Oh man. It's always weird how like photos can lie like that. Okay, this guitar experience is making me want to fight a bird. Get it in a capsule form, but I had it in... Yeah, orange juice and turmeric is like a common thing I heard. Also, a lot of people put it into coffee. You know, sometimes you just want to fight a bird. The sounds are bad in your ears, and you're like, I need to just destroy an avian right now. Birds are weird. I agree. We're going to skip that. We're going to do something that I know and feel good about. Oh shit, it's like 10 o'clock. We have ads. Ads are imminent. Apologies to any and all humans for the existence of ads, but specifically on this channel right now. They're happening and I can't stop them. They live in the sky, two different worlds. I'm sure birds are real. I'm not sure what they are, but I know they're real. Let's ask the holy ice bag. The bag lies. Don't trust the bag. Saw a seagull chasing another seagull the other night to get its food. I thought they were supposed to be bros. I mean, have you never chased your bro for food? Because I've definitely chased my bro for food. Shit, Blades, did I give you a shout out or did I just like be stoked you were here? I don't know. I did it again.
My best friend.
I'm doing it again. Blades is great, y'all.
Rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese. My good time.
As always, if I'm actually shouting somebody out, that means they have my bona fide, I think they're pretty cool seal of approval. So you better follow them or I will find out and pee on your next horse. And you won't be able to stop me. Seagulls are not necessarily territorial, but when hunger occurs, they prioritize themselves. Yeah. Same. No honor amongst seagulls. So when you drop a french fry, 1 gold turns into 50. Suddenly, I can see 50 seagulls next to me. Poor bird ended up dropping the food just to have the one chasing it stop. Oh, so maybe that was just that. Maybe that bird was just being a dick. Wasn't even hungry. Was just being a dick. I hate this asshole. I don't want him to eat lunch. Get fucked. That is definitely a thing birds do to other species of birds. It would make sense if they did it to the same species. They just had a grudge. It's a very bird thing. Birds have grudges. Birds actually so a lot of people think the Japanese version of the grudge, Ju-on, is the original, but actually the bird version of the grudge, Kaka, is the original. I do have to say, if you ever get the opportunity to watch Kaka, you really should. Suggested to Drew a streamer karaoke session. He was pretty sure you'd hate it, but you sing silly songs all the time. I do. I am a contradictory person who contains multitudes. I hate karaoke. I cannot do karaoke. I do not like it. I will not fucking climb on a stage and sing karaoke. Can't fucking pay me to do it. I have never been drunk enough to even consider it. And I've been real drunk before. I've been drunk enough to take my clothes off and dance on a table. I have never been drunk enough to do karaoke. There's information for you. But singing goofy little songs to myself while I do stuff, totally different thing. I don't know why, but it is. I don't know how that shit works. My brain is a great and powerful tool, and it functions so good. So I think the answer is it depends. Posted a picture and stream of the collage. Ooh, ooh, ooh. When I finish highlighting this bat, I want to look. There's a I don't know why I think the things I think or feel the way I feel. I mean, I know some of it. Some of it is because trauma, but other things, I don't know. My brain's pickled from alcohol, but I came up with some art sometimes, which is cool. I mean, hell yeah, pickles are nice though. I like pickles. I fuck with pickles in a heavy way, in a major way. My name is Bennett, and I'm here to say I fuck with pickles in a major way. Did I get all of the bat parts?
Wow.
Almost. Figured it wouldn't be in front of random inebriated strangers. It would be in front of the internet. Just probably more your self-selecting collection of chill people you like. I mean, yeah, the internet is a... I don't know. I need to actually think about that. I don't know. I think the expectation of performing changes the way I feel about it. The flavor of being perceived does definitely affect it. Like, actually having to fucking... I would not be able to do 99% of the stream shit that I do, like, in person. Like, in front of a live studio audience, I would freeze up. Wouldn't happen. Couldn't do it. Oh, man. That is a confusing shot because it does look. It's got the Gundam wing. It's got Dave Navarro. It's got anime stuff that I don't recognize, but I know the general age provenance of Gundam Wing. And this photograph looks like it's like from like the 70s or the 80s, and that's not right. That is Dave Navarro, right? That's the guy. That's the man. It's a cool bed frame. I'm assuming that's a bed frame and not a different piece of furniture. Oh, and that's the vampire hunting man. The vampire hunting man. You know. Vampire Hunter D. That's how I collage. That's fucking cool as hell. That's a very like 90s kid way to decorate your space, and I fuck with it. Infinite windows open on a desktop. That, yeah, I mean, yes. It is like that. I would not have thought to put it that way, but it is. This is like your crystallized adolescence. Man, I don't know if I have any photos of my art from that era of my life, and Christ, I don't know if I would willingly show anyone them. Actually, I know I have a bunch of old sketchbooks somewhere. I don't know if they're in this house or if they're in my mom's house. But that would be about the closest I've got to that. Ooh, Heavy T's a great drawer. Drawerist. If you have anything you want to show off, we're link friendly, baby. Show me your links. I'll show you mine. You're on Instagram? What? Yo, give me a link to your Instagram. Post that shit. I need to matte seal. Fucking contrast paint is so shiny. Twitch is being rude. I'm sorry. As I always say, fucking Twitch needs to fix their platform. Twitch mobile fucking sucks. Got that Ammo by MiG super matte stuff, and I love it. Ooh. I has no pewter, I deal with it. Please, no ads. I can make no guarantees. I can only tell you that, as far as I know, ads already happened and shouldn't be happening for a while again. Oh. Plus. All right, I think I don't know. I want to put orange on the bats and like make sure that my orange plan is going to succeed. Let me look at these painted bats again. Oh, thank you. Trent Reznor looking ass vampire monster. I'm so glad I sculpted that hair on him. Okay. So basically white on the underside, orange on the back, and then the winglings, and then there's just a little bit of black on the membrane. That's such a pretty pattern. I'm not even going to try to fucking do that. But Instagram, why will you not load? There we go. Boom. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, and you do paintings, you do drawings, you do all kinds of arts. I have two of these right above my head that I'm waiting to paint. Thank you for reminding. Thank you for reminding me that I need to do that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Boom. You need to post more. Post more. What is this? Your most recent post? 4 days ago? I need daily posts from you, son. Hector needs a black and orange Santa hat. Oh, that would be good shit. I thought this was like 3 different songs consecutively, and none of them were what I thought they were. Gonna paint more minis soon. Fucking better. Do I use contrast paint? I thin contrast paint. I had D&D on Friday. Raven, you should save it, because I don't know how long... Well, I don't know how long you feel like the story's going to take, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to be painting. I really just want to put orange on one of these bats and be like, yeah, that looks great, or oops, that looks like shit. It's a short tail? All right. Shit. How does their stuff happen? Give me bats. They got really orange ears. Okay. Can I borrow your eyes for a moment? I just uploaded a pic to Whips. Tell me if your necklace looks metallic. I can. Hold on. Let me toss this orange on this bat, and then I've got you. My eyes will be yours. Faithfully. Of course. My pleasure. This is the point of having a community of artists, is to support each other and help each other out and look at cool stuff. The looking at cool stuff is my favorite of all those things, but they all go together. Oh, that's okay. I need to be slightly more careful with how I orange my orange, but only slightly. How do they leggies? Okay, okay, they're just super orange. What? What? Say what? What? I don't hate this, and I'm weirded out by the fact that I don't hate it. We'll think about this. I don't know. Maybe I just need to make
It's
it a
always
little
time
bit
for
thicker.
cleansed.
Needs black zebra stripes. I'm gonna hit that on the wing. The wings is. Hmm. 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 Painted bants went extinct in 1888. They found them again in 2021. I did not know that. I will read your thing in a second. I need to look at this picture. Okay, does necklace look metallic? That is question, yes? Yes. Caves can be orangey dirt color. Okay, I mean, anything can be orangey dirt color if you do it right. I think the necklace and the hair are a touch. That was a touch and a skosh simultaneously. A touch too similarly toned currently. Yeah, twin goddess. Yeah, I think the hair and the necklace are a touch too similar. Fucking shit. They're really similar, so it's hard to read them as different. But also, I think your I think what would help make the necklace look more metallic and less like hair, beyond like just changing the tone up, making it a little colder, making it warmer, whichever one. I'd probably either go hair a little warmer or necklace a little bit colder. But brain, get it. Really, a couple just like really harsh, high contrast highlights. Like, to push the reflectiveness, just a couple like dots of white. There you go. Like, that's what I'm talking about. You've got no, fuck you. Okay. So you have a lot of middle ground, or a lot of medium, middle. You have a lot of the medium. You don't have that real dark black, and you don't have that like primal white. Primal white. We're gonna call it primal white. And I think pushing that contrast a little further would make it look shinier. Because like your blends are fucking hella smooth. That's not the issue. I think it's just like your darks need to go a little darker, and you need to have some just like white on there. But I'm not a professional Bonham. I'm not John Bonham. I am not a big non-metallic metaler, so I could just straight up be wrong, but to my eye, that's what needs to happen. But I think that whole mini looks fucking fantastic. Okay, how do I feel about the orange? I think I need to like finish painting the mini to know how I feel about the orange, and I kind of hate that. Hey, my pleasure. It's flattering as fuck, quite frankly, to be asked my opinion on an art thing. Okay, I'm putting it next to this. Spawn ran by nude in a cowboy hat yelling naked popsicle. Yeah, to handle that. Handle that. Have a good night, Clover. I don't know how I feel about this orange, which is a shame because I know how I normally feel about orange. I don't know. Maybe I'm just gonna put it down for a little bit. Garfield orange. That does make me less inclined to like it. Oh, and fucking okay, D&D story. Tristan was offered an ultimatum at the start of the session. He can go with the guards willingly, or he can leave and they'll execute all the people in the inn? No. Old Tristan wouldn't have cared. New Tristan decided to go. As he did, one woman held up her harp and made a crescent shape with her arm. The harper's sigil. Got it. Rest of the party got to Helmshold. Got some vague information. Didn't really do much. Tristan was escorted there at a slower pace, thrown in a cell. Party realizes it's weird Tristan hasn't turned up yet. Braven uses Sending Stone. Realizes Tristan doesn't have his anymore, per description of the item. Open a box of Hostess cupcakes? Non-catfolk members went out into Helm's Hold to try and search. Make sure to keep out of sight. Cathedral's a good place to start. En route, they saw something odd and veered off course. Session ended with them in front of a seemingly cursed gallows, which echoed the tunes Tristan had recently sung in the inn. I purposely removed myself from the party for the session to force everyone else to RP. I hope it worked. Always welcome to do the same. Absolutely. Do the bats want lasagna? Do the bats want lasagna? The bats might want lasagna. I have to walk away from it because I'm too close to it, you know? I'm too deep in there. Let's raid out. Let's figure out who we're gonna raid tonight. I wish I could type twitch.tv with my 2 meat hands. Yo, thank you for hanging out, cause you're in too deep and you're trying to keep up above my head instead of going under. You know? We'll be back. Fuck yeah. Yo, my pleasure. Long live the titty wetter. The titty wetter. It's titty wetter out there. I cannot talk. Titty wetter. Titty wetter. Titty wetter. Strickamancy. Let's raid Drink Your Paint Water because I want to. Easy peasy. Y'all are wondering, water drink? My water is empty. I can't. But as soon as I'm done streaming, I can. Or I can pee into my own mouth. That's for the OnlyFans. God damn it. I have to stop. We're out of here. I didn't say it. You didn't hear me say it. Drink your paint water live. Tight. Y'all have a good night. I love you. You're the best. Fart so good. Fart so clean. And don't respect authority other than mine.